Hi again, this is Neil Likayan, your green-minded architect, and welcome to my channel. So today's topic, we'll just be discussing about compact design. Compact design is very important because if the less construction that you do, the more savings that you have. So from the previous segment, I was discussing to you that you could house or you could accommodate at least 20 to 25 people in a 70 square meter house. Actually, you already saw that. If you're going to go to my previous video, we did the tour. If you will see the guest house, the 3 rooms in itself is approximately, or it's around 70 square meters, and it can accommodate comfortably 25 people. So in today's topic, we'll be discussing more on minimal or very efficient designs. These designs are particularly dedicated to our overseas Filipino workers, and to the young architects or young professionals or designers, for them to work hand in hand, for them to be able to help these or OFW countrymen of ours to achieve and obtain their goal in having a beautiful house without them spending all their life savings abroad, living a frugal life just to provide for their family. So it's high time to reward them, and rewarding them is giving them a very good and efficient design. So why does architects need to rethink their design process? Well, because of COVID-19, everything changes. Actually, even during my younger years as an architect, I've been telling people that food security will be a major consideration because every year the population just grows. In 2017, the statistic shows that there were 1.7 million Filipinos in that particular year that were born. This means more Filipinos are sharing the same land because the Philippines and the world, for that matter, does not grow. So, if we could design a very efficient design by having everything that we need in a particular and small space, then that's good. In line with this topic, how I wish I could share with you all the designs that I did during my practice as an architect, wherein the foremost consideration is efficiency in design. Efficiency in design because, as I've said, less area is less cost. An example of this is a house of my friend, which I asked permission, of course, to feature it in this segment. The design was situated here in the province. It is located in a particular subdivision, and the lot is around 148 square meters. All the designers did, because it's 148 square meters, and with the challenge of its shape, the lot is not a regular shape, so it was a bit of a challenge. At 148 square meters, with the existing laws of setbacks, front, back, and side, it was really a daunting task. And all she got from all design proposals were 3 small rooms and a particular parking. We ended up 5 bedrooms, big rooms at that matter, high ceiling, 1 garage, and 2 carport. And all extra amenities like 2 balconies, 2 walk-in closets, plus setbacks and landscape, by the way. So this means you could have more with less. And having more with less, as I've said, goes and boils down to minimizing your cost. Now, if we could minimize our cost, it simply means it's a win-win situation. For OFWs or overseas Filipino workers, you get to save more money. That money you could use into business. Now, having more money for business means good for the economy. Now, that's for the economy, for the country where you live in. Now, let's do it for yourself. More savings in your real estate means you have more space to plant vegetables. You have a space to plant trees if you have a little bit more space or a bigger lot. Means you have your means of food, basic food. Because then and now, the problem in this world will be food security, just like what's happening right now with COVID-19. Food is a problem. But if you could grow your own basic food in your garden, and then you're also helping yourself. And the biggest winner in this process is Mother Nature. Even if with a small space, you could do your greeneries, you could plant a tree. Just imagine every house or every household is having a tree. And that's good. We don't need to go to the mountains and plant trees and hope for the best that that tree that we planted will survive. If we could have this kind of environment wherein we bring the mountains down to us, where the trees could absorb water, the trees could give us oxygen, we could have a wonderful place live comfortably, helping the environment, helping the government, and helping ourselves. It's a wonderful place to live. Now, if we would compare it on a larger scale, it's like for the developer having more families with the same land area. If you're going to compare it in a Filipino way of having coffee, this small cup is like having a 3-in-1 coffee, which costs you how much? 7 pesos? 5 pesos? And if you just mix it in a small cup like this, your budget for the house would taste good. Meaning your house would have a good granite finish counter, meaning it's going to be painted, plastered, and finished with good materials, simply because you mixed it in a small piece of cup, which is proportioned with the 3-in-1 coffee that was intended for that. Your budget maybe is just intended for a small house, not a mansion. Well, sometimes us Filipinos with that budget, we want a bigger cup. A bigger cup that would cost you around 200 pesos. If that happens, when you design something with a bigger area, with a smaller budget, you will end up with a house not plastered, not finished, not having beautiful finishing like tiles and paints and granites and whatever, beautiful lighting and all. That's the principle. So I hope in this segment we learned something about compact and beautiful designs. So next topic, I'm going to discuss with you the benefits of shading, which will cool the place, which in turn will save you more electricity than you're supposed to be using. I'm going to cut it here, and please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe on this channel for you to learn more about what I could share to you and learn more in helping our environment. See you, and thank you very much for watching.